It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time. Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. He needed 2. He only got 1. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mullins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
We can't have that.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
The line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now from Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Going for Homer, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Tomlinson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
47 on the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That's the right side here, complete. Now he's going to get this on it's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's picked off. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carried by
an extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
24-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's
out of the gun. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Ballard.
Murray's pass complete to number 8.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
By number 37.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
We're scoreless after 1. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The running back.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Murray's pass.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st down, Cardinals.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Another carry.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
But sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Cardinal 1st down.
1st down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mullins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. taken at about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
Tomlinson. Left side, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. A quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, Murray. Got an open man here, it's K.J. Hamler. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and...
To throw again, Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Murray's pass.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
14. Chargers 7.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
Operating from the gun. Murray, open man Hamler, that's complete.
Murray's pass.
A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Murray now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The ball carried.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Murray. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The quarterback.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
That's good.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards. They'll run Tomlinson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Tomlinson, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, this is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the gun, Murray, throw inside, complete. That's Robertson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Second down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Murray from midfield, sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
A gain of 18 yards.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's going to float this. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 92 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense, these defense. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 15. 2:01 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Murray looking left side and has got a man. It's Robertson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Murray trying again after the pick six. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down.
Murray with a third and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's going to run again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Baker with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
36.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chargers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.